In today's lecture, we are going to study the applications of transistor. Students, we have seen what is transistor, how it is constructed, what is the working principle of transistor. Then we have studied the biasing of transistor. Then we have studied the configurations of transistor. Then while biasing, what need is to be taken, like Q point biasing, we can say DC load line, then stabilization technique. So we have studied all the basic concepts regarding transistor. Now we'll see the applications of transistor. Similarly, diode, how it is constructed, etc., etc. Then we have seen the rectifier circuit, that is application of diode. Similarly, the application of transistor. So transistor is majorly used in two applications, that is transistor as an amplifier and transistor as a switch. Now, the first application is transistor as an amplifier. So this amplifier is CE amplifier, CE, because if you see the circuit carefully, this emitter terminal is common to input as well as output. Hence it is called as a common emitter amplifier. So obviously there are three amplifiers: CB amplifier, CC amplifier, C amplifier. Depending upon application, the configuration you will use. If you want current amplification, then obviously CC is used as a current amplification. If you have to use only voltage amplification, then C configuration is used. If you have to do the impedance matching, then CB configuration is used. This is already explained while explaining the configuration C, CB, CC. We have seen the input-output parameters: voltages, currents, gain, then impedance, input-output impedance. We have seen all these parameters in detail while in that lecture. Now today we'll see transistor as an amplifier. As you can see, this is collector terminal, this is base terminal, this is emitter terminal. So emitter is common to your input as well as towards the output. So this is C amplifier. Now what do you mean by amplifier? So amplifier is a circuit which produces gain in the output. If suppose this is your DC input, if this AC input is applied with the voltage, say suppose 10 millivolt, milli means 10 raised to minus 3. So this is almost 0.01 volt, very less amount of voltage. Suppose you are talking on microphone and you have to produce that sound on speaker. So here the microphone converts sound into electricity, but that electrical signal is very weak, very less voltage, around 50 to 100 millivolt voltage is there at the output of microphone, and this low voltage cannot be produced at the speaker side. Speaker requires very high voltage signal. This low voltage signal is applied at the input of this series of transistor, not only single transistor, series of transistor, because immediately 10 millivolt cannot be converted to 10 volt. Means almost 1000 time of application, 1000 times the signal is not multiplied by single circuit. So there are series of transistors are there. Means this input is given to amplifier number 1, then this output of amplifier number 1 is connected to amplifier number 2, and then amplifier number 3. So like this, the series of amplifiers are there, and then you will get this 10 millivolt as a 10 volt output, and this 10 volt output is then given to the loudspeaker. If here you have connected the microphone and here you have connected the loudspeaker. So generally you have seen that ampli, generally that sound system has the ampli manta. So that ampli is nothing but amplifier, but that ampli does not have only this single circuit. There are series of circuits there, means signal flow through many circuits, and then that signal level is taken to the adequate level so that it can be given to the loudspeaker. Then microphone output is converted to different stages, and then finally it is converted to the audible signal through the loudspeaker. So there are different or series of speakers are there. Keep it in mind. So this is the application of transistor as an amplifier. Now one more thing, transistor as an amplifier, there is again single stage amplifier is there and multi-stage amplifier is there. Single stage amplifier means what? There is only one transistor and one network is there. So this is single stage amplifier. So output of this amplifier can be connected to again more stages like this. If suppose the circuit is like this, so if you see this circuit, then this is two-stage amplifier. Okay, the previous circuit was only single stage amplifier. If this circuit is again cascaded, means same circuit is added ahead to the first circuit, then this is called as a two-stage RC coupled C amplifier. What is meant by RC coupled, transistor coupled, direct coupled? That deep knowledge is not required over here. Just single stage means only one amplifier is there. Two stage means two amplifiers are there, and multi-stage means many amplifiers are there. Okay. So if you want to amplify this low voltage signal to very high voltage, then this multi-stage circuits are used. Otherwise, only single stage circuit is. How this circuit works, that is important thing. Yesterday, what we have seen the fixed bias circuit. See, again, I am drawing this. This is your fixed bias circuit. Correct? Here the input is applied and here the output is taken. Correct? So this was your fixed bias circuit. This same VCC is given through RB and RC again. Okay, and this is your fixed bias. But if you connect two more transistors like this, see, I am telling you how you can remember these circuits. Then this is called as a bias circuit, where this is RC, RE, R1, R2, and then we have seen the resistance values again. This is correct. Now, in this circuit, if you add one more capacitor over here and one more capacitor over here, parallel to this RE, then the circuit is this is C1 and one more capacitor over here. So we have connected the three capacitors. So this is C1, C2 and CE. And to this C1, if you connect this input C, and here if you take the output, so you will say that both circuits are same, isn't it? Isn't it both circuits are same?
Yes, sir, same.
Correct. So first of all, what I told you or what I've shown you, that fixed bias circuit, by adding two resistors, we can convert it to voltage divider bias, and then by adding three capacitors, we have connected the voltage divider bias circuit into C amplifier circuit. So in this way, you can remember these circuits. So there is no requirement of this circuit because the same circuit is available with us. Okay, so this is your transistor as an amplifier. But how this circuit works, this is important thing. Okay, now this is your input which we have applied. This input is of low voltage, and at the output side, you get the large voltage or means this signal is amplified. Low voltage signal is converted to high voltage signal. How it is converted? So this low voltage signal is passed through this capacitor. See, this is a capacitor C1. Through this capacitor, this low voltage signal is passed. Then this transistor BJT is there. This input is applied to the base terminal. This signal as a base current flows through this transistor, but we know that beta is the current gain for C amplifier, and it is IC upon IB. So if IB is 10 microampere, then you will get here almost 10 milliampere. Means almost the 100 times the current is amplified. Okay, this is the case beta. This low current is applied at the input, you get high current at the output. So when this high current flows through this RL, see, this is RL. Okay, so current flows, we know that output is nothing but current into resistance, and here the output current is IC and output current is RL. So hence almost this voltage is 30 to 40 times multiplied by this transistor, and you will get the output at VO. So this is the reason why this signal or the low voltage signal is converted to high voltage signal, because the current gain is large and current is multiplied with resistance, then we get the voltage. So IC is your current and R is your output resistance, so you get the large voltage over there. Okay, so in this way this amplification is done. But what is the significance of these components? Why these components are used? The main reason is, as you can see, in last lecture we have studied that your Q point must be biased at the center of this load line. Q point must be biased at the center of this load line. For this biasing purpose, this R1, RL, R2 and RE, these four resistors value is selected. Means this is voltage divider bias configuration for stabilizing Q point at the center of DC load line. So these biasing resistors R1, R2, RE and RC are used to bias the transistor in active region. कारण की हा इथे कट ऑफ region आहे, इथे saturation region आहे. Saturation region, cut off region. But we have to use transistor as amplifier, so we have to bias transistor in active region. So hence transistor is biased in the active region, transistor will act as a amplifier. Hence the four resistors are used for biasing. Now this CE capacitor, CE. Why this CE capacitor is used? As you can see, the signal, low voltage signal is amplified and produced at the output side. But the large current is flowing through this collector to emitter side. From collector to emitter side, the large current is flowing like this. Okay. Because of this large current, electron flows with very high velocity. It creates noise, and noise is generally like this. Noise, you must have studied the noise. Noise is like this. So noise is nothing but AC signal, and it is of high frequency. AC signal ची frequency खूप high असते, त्याला noise असं म्हणतात. Okay, and we know that the transistor generates this noise signal, but this noise should not be passed to the output. या आउटपुट हे बघा, आउटपुट ट्रान्झिस्टरचं कसं पाहिजे, जसं इनपुट आहे तसंच आउटपुट पाहिजे. मग याच्यामध्ये कुठल्याही प्रकारचा असा नॉइज नकोय, बरोबर. मग हा नॉइज सप्रेस करण्यासाठी जो नॉइज इथे जनरेट होतोय तो ग्राउंडला पास करणं गरजेचं आहे. दॅट नॉइज शुड बी पास्ड टू द ग्राउंड सो दॅट आउटपुट विल बी नॉन डिस्टॉर्टेड. Hence this C amplifier is also, this C capacitor, this capacitor is also known as bypass capacitor. Bypass. Why it is called as bypass capacitor? Bypass means what? Whenever suppose on a road heavy traffic is there, so to route the extra traffic we use the bypass road. Correct? So similarly, this noise is there at the output side. This noise will not be passed to the ground by this RE. कारण की RE काय करतो? करंटला अपोज करतो, बरोबर. मग हा RE जो आहे तो नॉइजला करंट ग्राउंडला बायपास करणार नाही. मग जो नॉइज आहे तो नॉइज थ्रू कॅपॅसिटर हा ग्राउंडला पास केला जातो, थ्रू कॅपॅसिटर. आता कॅपॅसिटर थ्रूच का? कारण की आपल्याला माहित आहे कॅपॅसिटर हा डीसी करंटला ब्लॉक करतो आणि एसी करंटला पास करतो. अशा पद्धतीने कॅपॅसिटर पासेस एसी अँड ब्लॉक्स डीसी. सो दिस कॅपॅसिटर C2 पासेस एसी. आता एसी म्हणजे नॉइजच का पास करेल? कारण की नॉइजची फ्रिक्वेन्सी आपण स्टडी केली की खूप हाय फ्रिक्वेन्सी असते आणि एसी मध्ये जेवढी जास्त फ्रिक्वेन्सी तेवढं एसी हा प्युअर एसी असतो. त्याच्यामुळे ही हाय फ्रिक्वेन्सी सिग्नल्स हा कॅपॅसिटर ग्राउंडला पास करेल. मग तो आरई पास करत नाही म्हणून सी पास करतो, त्याच्यामुळे त्याला बायपास कॅपॅसिटर म्हणतात. बायपास कारण की तो आरईला बायपास करतोय, म्हणजे त्या नॉइजला ग्राउंड कडे जाण्यासाठी बायपास करतोय. ओके, सो दिस C2, द फंक्शन ऑफ द C2 इज लाईक दिस, बायपास कॅपॅसिटर. याला बायपास कॅपॅसिटर म्हणतात कारण की तो नॉइजला आरई थ्रू बायपास करतोय, आरईला बायपास करून ग्राउंडला पाठवतो. Then C1, and here one more C2 is there. Actually in this circuit this C2 is not there, so this is actually a C2. This is C2. Why this C1 and C2 are there? C1 and C2 are known as the coupling capacitor. C1 and C2 are known as the coupling capacitor. Coupling generally ज्यावेळेस नळ कनेक्शन वाला येतो फिटिंग साठी तर तो बऱ्याच वेळेस शब्द वापरतो बघा, कपलिंग. तर दोन पाईप एकमेकांना जोडण्यासाठी जे वापरलं जातं त्याला कपलिंग म्हणतात, कपलिंग. सिमिलरली हिअर दिस इनपुट इज coupled to the transistor through C1. Input is coupled to the transistor through C1, and here whatever device is there, suppose here you have connected one CRO, असा एक CRO कनेक्ट केला, CRO वर आपण आउटपुट बघू शकतो. So this output which is generated by amplifier is coupled to the CRO through C2. So that's why it is called as coupling capacitor. Okay, now this coupling capacitors, again one more importance is there. We have seen here that C blocks DC passes AC, बरोबर. Similarly हा C1 आणि C2 पण काय करतो, AC ला पास करतो आणि DC ला ब्लॉक करतो. मग आता DC ला का ब्लॉक केला पाहिजे? कारण की ट्रान्झिस्टरचा क्यू पॉइंट कुठे आहे? सेंटरला आहे. कशामुळे सेंटरला आहे? कारण की R1, R2, RC आणि RE हे 4 रेजिस्टर कनेक्ट केले म्हणून तो सेंटरला आहे. मग ज्यावेळेस हा जो इनपुट इथे कनेक्टेड आहे, इन दिस इनपुट अलॉंग विथ AC DC सिग्नल पण असू शकतात म्हणतोय. जर ट्रान्झिस्टरला गेले तर ट्रान्झिस्टरचा क्यू पॉइंट हा शिफ्ट होईल, बरोबर. डीसी व्होल्टेज ना ट्रान्झिस्टरला अप्लाय केलेलं, मग हे डीसी पुढे जाऊ नये या कॅपॅसिटर मधून, तर हा कॅपॅसिटर काय करतो, हा डीसी जो आहे त्याला ब्लॉक करतो आणि एसी ला पुढे पास करतो. सो दीज आर द सिग्निफिकन्स ऑफ C1 and C2. So I hope it is clear. Here second capacitor C2 is there. So C1, C2, CE, correct. Then here R1, R2, RC and RE. So like this, these 7 components are there along with transistor, and this is the importance of your transistor. So generally, if this is your input, if this is your low voltage input, then this input is applied to the base. So your base current is like this. बघा, base current हा थोडा वरती shift झालाय. Correct? This base current is shifted upwards, and this base current IB is given to the transistor, and we get amplified IC. बघा, IC चं voltage आता IC चा current value जास्त आहे. Hence, at the output of collector, we get amplified voltage like this. So this is your output VC voltage. Okay, this is your input. But as you can see, if positive half cycle of input is applied, you are getting negative half cycle of output. This is the one more significance C amplifier. That C amplifier shifts the output by 180 degree. 180 डिग्री ने आउटपुटला तो शिफ्ट करतो. पण तुम्ही इथे बघू शकता की हा जो सिग्नल आहे तो अबो एक्स ऍक्सिस आहे. हा जो अबो एक्स ऍक्सिसचा सिग्नल आहे तो एक्स ऍक्सिस वर आणला जातो. तर कसा आणला जातो? बिकॉज ऑफ दिस C2. हा C2 काय करतो? डीसी ला ब्लॉक करतो. मग हा जो ऍक्सिस आहे, हा एक्स ऍक्सिस म्हणजेच हा शिफ्टेड एक्स ऍक्सिस काय आहे? डीसी सिग्नल आहे. सो आउटपुट when this C2 is connected, the shifting is reduced to 0. Hence you get directly the output like this, amplified output like this. This is your DC level. This is your DC level, and this DC level is introduced because transistor is biased at the center of DC load line. या DC load line मुळे तो DC shift ऍड होतो. ट्रान्झिस्टर कुठे बायस केलेला आहे? सेंटरला. So transistor is biased at the center of DC load line. मग हा DC shift का येतो? कारण की हा बेस करंट हा ट्रान्झिस्टरचा आहे आणि ट्रान्झिस्टर हा सेंटरला आहे. करेक्ट? त्या दिवशी मी एक डायग्राम दाखवली होती बघा अशी. This is your input, then you get signal like this and amplified signal like this. Correct? ही डायग्राम त्या दिवशी ड्रॉ करून दाखवली होती. This is VCE, this is IC, x axis, y axis. So this is your transistor as an amplifier. Is there a doubt here? Or should I explain it again? Tell me, is there a doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
See, it looks somewhat difficult, but it is not actually difficult. Transistor is used as an amplifier. Only voltage divider by circuit is there. That voltage divider by circuit is converted into the transistor as an amplifier. Okay. So you can take the screenshot of it so that have you taken the screenshot?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why it is called as RC coupled amplifier? Because this coupling of signal to the input output is taking place through this resistor and capacitor circuit. Hence it is called as RC coupled amplifier. There is again one more transformer coupled amplifier is also there. In that transformer coupled amplifier, generally here the transformer is connected like this. Instead of this input, here the transformer is there and then the connection is there. So this is transformer coupled, and one more circuit is there and it is direct coupled. This capacitor is not there, directly wire is connected, wire is given to the next circuit. So it is direct coupled. So there are three ways of coupling of amplifier: RC coupled, which is in front of you, transformer coupled, and direct coupled. So in this way, there are other circuits of transistors are there as an amplifier. Okay. So when we apply V in, the base current varies above and below of IBQ. And we know that IC is equal to beta into IB. So it also varies above and below ICQ. But as collector current is very large as compared to base current, the variation is very large. Therefore, voltage across RC also varies, and you get the IC into RC, that is your output voltage. And output voltage is 180 degree shifted. You are applying positive input, you are getting negative output. So it is 180 degree shifted. 180 degree shifted. Okay. So in this way, amplification takes place. First stage of input, second stage of IB current, then your IC current, then your VC means collector voltage, amplified collector voltage. त्यात DC सिग्नल आहे. मग हा जो कॅपॅसिटर आहे, कपलिंग कॅपॅसिटर, तो DC ला काढून टाकतो, पुढे फक्त AC पास करतो. So you get the output, amplified output. Now we'll study the transistor as a switch. There is one more circuit called transistor as a switch.